Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. It is a new year. It is 2021, finally. Felt like 2020 would never end. But before it did end, I got to make one more fun memory without leaving my own home. Thanks to Kiss 2020 Goodbye, the live stream from Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. I was a little bit cautiously optimistic for this. I was really looking forward to it though. I got my tickets to it pretty soon after it was announced. I got to get in on the discounted $20 rate because I already had tickets to the 2020 leg of touring, which became the 2021 leg of touring, which will become... We'll see when that eventually happens. I'm still hoping it does. I actually had tickets to see 2 different shows on that tour. But yeah, so I got in for $20. $40 is very expensive for the basic entry into a live stream event, by the way, but Kiss seemed to pull it off. I saw that on the platform I was watching, about 11.4 thousand people were watching live, and I just mean live, and that was, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific, and that's where I am. I got up real early for this one, and that's just on one platform. It was on a few different things. It was also on the Fight app, I know, on like Apple TV, which I could have accessed, but I chose to just watch it on my laptop because I could just put headphones in and not annoy the rest of my family. So yeah, I set my alarm for 8:30 a.m., which is earlier than I usually get up. I am kind of a night owl. I usually don't get up till about 11 o'clock, so I was tired and groggy, but I had to not only catch the concert, I had to watch the pre-show. The pre-show had a lot of filler in it, like a lot of the advertising clips that Kiss had been putting up on social media, but they also had some really cool behind-the-scenes stuff about the technical aspects that went into the production of it, and most importantly, all the COVID protocols they had to go through to make this concert happen. I mean, like, everybody on the staff for this event, which was not a small event, had to be COVID tested every single day, which is the right thing to do. And it was really cool to watch a little bit of the backstory behind the event, and I hope that there'll be more when Kiss releases the Blu-ray from this event, which they say they will. Yeah, so I really enjoyed the pre-show, and was actually... I felt that same bit of nervous energy I get when I'm in a venue for a concert. I always get this weird nervous energy right before the show when I'm like waiting for the lights to go down. I'm like, oh, here they come. And it's funny, I'm in my own house, literally half a world away from where this concert is happening. But I was really stoked, really excited, and then all of the sudden it started. And I really do mean all of the sudden, as it just kind of cut into the performance that had already started. They missed just the first 20 seconds of it. Granted, it would have been cool to see the intro of the show. It's a very important part of any Kiss concert. We did miss that, but that's okay. I have taken part in a live stream concert myself, ironically with a Kiss tribute band this past September, full of technical snafus. When you do live streaming, everything could go wrong, and that's the thing I was nervous about with this show. I was like, I'm so excited about this, but I was really worried that something would go down like the Pixelon event Kiss did in Las Vegas back in 1999. I was too young to even be aware of that's existence back at the time, but that was a live stream concert Kiss did, granted in the very earliest days of the internet, in which the online system didn't even work and nobody got to see the concert. I was very worried about that. And there have been other live streams that Kiss has done since then. I remember when I was younger, Kiss did a live stream from Staples Center in LA in 2009, and that live stream went off without a hitch. But traditionally, live stream concerts have pretty much direct from soundboard audio, which is usually... Well, it's mixed well, because it's the soundboard audio, but soundboard audio is mixed to go out to a big auditorium. It's got to be mixed a little bit differently for home consumption, so those live streams didn't usually sound all that great. They're usually a little bit off with the video and audio, so I wasn't sure what kind of quality we would get, but the second the show started, it became clear that there were no holds barred for this. The audio was amazing. It was mixed so well, I gotta say. The audio was mixed great. I'll speak for myself. I never lost the 1080p quality throughout the entire broadcast. I had a little bit of lag throughout the concert, which everybody did. Even on the replay, there's a little bit of lag, but they'll probably fix that when they make a Blu-ray or whatever. Little bit of lag, but pretty minimal for a live stream event like that. All in all, I think it was a tremendous success. A couple of people were a little bit disappointed that they used the same stage from the End of the Road tour, as they had promised it would be like the biggest stage ever built or whatever, but it was a huge stage, but it was essentially the same stage they'd been touring with on the End of the Road tour. And also that Kiss really didn't alter the set list so much, with the exception of adding in the song Strutter when they had a little bit of extra time during the encores. That was really cool to see a very spontaneous version of Strutter, a song that they probably didn't rehearse, but they have down by playing it thousands of times to the point where nobody misses a note or anything, and it went great. But for some reason, even though I've seen the End of the Road tour twice and there wasn't a lot new for me to see in this event, I was really excited. I was weirdly happy that it was just the End of the Road tour set list and stage, because Kiss haven't really made a good pro shot concert since Kiss Rocks Vegas like 6 years ago. And I'm really excited that no matter what happens, we now have a professionally shot, a very well professionally shot record of the End of the Road tour. So very happy about that. Okay, let's get to the elephant in the room. The restrictions to performing in Dubai that forced Kiss to change certain aspects of the show. There were lyrics that were different. First, I don't know if this was the first one, but the first that I noticed it was in 100,000 Years. Paul couldn't say the word bitch on account of... there's very strict rules against profanity in the Middle East and in the United Arab Emirates, so they couldn't do that. He said, must have been a trip while I'm gone, I think. But if you watch the last verse, Paul did slip in the word bitch one time, presumably by mistake. To my knowledge, he has not been arrested. And then in God of Thunder, first of all, Gene couldn't spit blood, which I thought was unusual because the little mini screens on the pods were displaying him spitting blood and doing that whole routine, but he wasn't allowed to. So I'm unclear as to whether that was a Dubai rule or whether that was a COVID rule, because then someone would probably have to handle or clean it up afterwards, and maybe that's a no-go under COVID rules because saliva, whatnot. I don't know, but in any case, he didn't do that. There's some speculation as to whether they're going to digitally add in some blood if they do a Blu-ray, because it was very unusual. Usually if Gene doesn't get to spit blood, he doesn't do a bass solo at all. He did the same plodding bass solo he always does, made all the same gestures, just there was no blood there. So we'll see if Kiss pulls something with that. But then later on in that same song, of course, more censorship. They couldn't say rob you of your virgin soul. And it seemed like they said, rob you of your sacred gold. It's unclear what Gene said. He either said sacred soul, sacred goal, or sacred gold. The common consensus seems to be that he said sacred gold. Which is, I don't know why. That seems so cheesy to me. Not that they censored it. I know they had to. It's Dubai. But I feel like they could have picked a better one for that. But that's totally nitpicking here. The concert took place at 10 o'clock p.m. Dubai time, which meant that they got to count down to midnight right in the intro to Rock and Roll All Night, so that was pretty cool. Kiss set out to break 3 Guinness World Records with this performance. To my knowledge, they successfully have broken 2 of them. I gotta admit, that was so cheesy. Oh, they had a guy from Guinness show up on stage during the encore to present the awards, and oh my gosh, the guy was so annoying. Not that the guy himself was annoying, but just the whole hoopla from Guinness World Records was so cheesy. Maybe I'm imagining this, but it looked to me like even Kiss was like, alright, you gotta speed it up here. He just went on and on and on about the records. So the 3 records they were trying to break were most flamethrowers at a gig. I believe the record was 60-something. They did successfully break that with 73 flamethrowers, which sounds ridiculous, and it was ridiculous, but oh, it was awesome. They basically had an entire city block worth of pyrotechnics. It was really cool. And then they also set a record for the tallest fire plume at a gig. I forget how they put it. They put it like the furthest projection of flame at a concert. I believe they successfully broke that one. The third one that I'm unclear as to whether they successfully broke it or not, they were going for And I'm not even clear on what the record was because I've heard two different things. So they were either going for the highest grossing live stream event ever or the highest grossing per stream live stream ever. That's very different. The first record would be an accomplishment. The most money ever brought in with a live stream. The second one literally just means fans gouged the hardest. Highest gross per stream just means highest ticket prices. That's it. Even if you sell one seat and you sell it for $500, in theory, that would be the highest per stream grossing gig, you know? So I don't know if they broke that record. I don't know which of those two records they were intending to break. If they broke the first one, that's really cool. But if they broke the latter, a little bit sad. But again, I got in at $20, so can't complain about that. Anyway, in any case, 2020 sucked for all of us. It was really nice to have an event to look forward to. That's the thing. It's been so hard to look forward to anything this year because even when stuff does get planned, you know deep down that there's a good chance that it could get canceled. And I knew that even about this event, you know, if there was a positive test there before the concert happened, you know, it may not have happened. So even until the concert literally started, until Kiss was on that stage, I wasn't sure if it was going to happen, and it did. It's nice to have one of the things I was looking forward to this year actually pan out. And again, it was really good. I've been talking about a lot of different factors about the performance and the event itself, but all in all, they did an amazing job. The band was tight, as they always are. The show was energetic. I have seen people online saying that it wasn't an energetic show. It's a 2-hour show. Paul's 68, Gene's 71. They're doing a good job for their age. They're like very heavy costuming. They do a good job. I can't complain about the energy level of the performance. It was long. They played 22 songs. Kiss songs are not that short. Yeah, over a 2-hour long event. I have no complaints of any kind. Excellent. Really, really stoked that I got to see it. Anyway, thanks guys so much for watching this video. That's about it on this topic from me. Thanks so much for watching. For those of you who don't know, I'm also a professional musician myself. You can check out the description for links to where you can find my music, where it's sold or streamed online. Like this video if you like what you saw. Subscribe to this channel if you've been enjoying my videos. Oh, and also, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I do play Paul Stanley in BC's premier Kiss tribute band Alive and Kiss. Some details about that in the description as well. And you can ring the notification bell too if you want to be notified whenever I upload a new video, which should be real soon. I usually do multiple uploads a week. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys again real soon.